So this morning I was listening to a prayer on Daily Walk 333, and at the end of the prayer and scripture session, a thought appeared in my mind. But no, the thought was that I kind of understand the buffer of having Jesus. You know, I am a fervent believer in God and spirituality, and I love to learn and take in God through the eyes of different religions. I wouldn't say I'm tethered to any religious dogma, so there are things that I do and don't do, believe and don't believe. Either way, Jesus equals God. I don't believe God is God. But I do understand having a prophet buffer. Sometimes coming to God straight up as you are, is intimidating. And the level of conviction that comes straight from God it's difficult. If you backslide in your conviction that comes straight from God, it's like, am I going to hell? Like, Lord, don't forsake me. Like, it can be intimidating, which plays into the whole like fear God archetype of God, you know, like how scary God is. And I mean, God was kind of scary. Like, if you read some of these religious books, like God was really out here. So to have someone who took all of God's lashings and still walked fervently in their purpose, I would say almost like an older sibling. You know, to have that older sibling just kind of take you over to the parents, like, come on, it'll be fine. You know, like, I understand having Jesus Christ as that religious buffer. Someone who can speak on your behalf, someone who will make the lashings less. You know, someone who will humanize your conviction. Because at the end of the day, Jesus is Son of God, not God. Son of God, Son of Man. Which we all are. I am a daughter of God, daughter of man. There are a lot of prophets. I believe Michael Jackson is a prophet. Muhammad, the prophet, Buddha, the prophets. You know, there's lots of prophets. Selassie. I understand the theory of having a buffer, but you have to be mindful of who your buffer is. You know, from what we know in all of the religious texts that are old, beyond King James version of the Bible, Jesus seems to be, you know, cool guy. He's just a cool guy. Some of these other prophets, you just never know.